Hey guys, it's Eric Marcus, and I just had a quick thought a moment ago that I think is worth sharing. I probably don't need to tell you, if you're watching this, that there's really no money in veganism. No matter what it is, most of the vegan businesses, most of the vegan writers are very much on the underground, just because there's no real cash in promoting veganism. I guess there's a few people doing really, really well, but for the most part, a lot of us who got into this because we wanted to save animals, not because we wanted to accumulate money. So here's what just flashed across my mind. I mean, as a result of that, most of the most committed people in the vegan movement have been poor, financially anyway, for a very long time. And the problem is that being poor really affects your level of ambition. If you always feel like cash is just barely trickling in and there's never really enough to go around, it's really hard to think in ginormous terms when it comes to, well, what can I do to save as many animals as possible? You know, you're sort of just not having health insurance and just limping along day by day, and you're living in a state of low-grade fear about regarding your perceptions of scarcity. Gosh, it's really hard to think that you could be making an enormous difference. And when we have an enormous problem like 9 billion animals in the United States getting their throats cut every year, that really can produce a pretty great level of unhappiness, as I have discovered. So I don't really have any answers for you other than if, as a result of some of your career and activist choices, however altruistic they may be, if as a result of that you've been really kind of living on the fringes, living on the margins for a while, maybe it's time to recalibrate, and maybe it's time to figure out what you can do to change your thinking from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Because the whole reason I make these videos is that every single one of us really needs to be kicking ass for animals and making as great a change as possible. And it's very hard to do that if you're still feeling life like you have to live hand to mouth and life is about overcoming scarcity. Again, I don't have any really easy answer for any of this, but I think that this whole question of scarcity and the scarcity mentality that emerges when you decide to devote much of your life to activism is one that's worth grappling with. Okay, that's it. Thanks.